I'm studying computer science at Chalmers University in Gothenburg. In the beginning, Sweden didn't really do anything because we didn't see it as a threat, or Sweden thought that every individual could like handle the COVID pandemic like by themselves, but it didn't really work out that well. So we got Corona here as well.
All right, well, my name is Isa Kommeren and I'm currently studying at Utrecht University in the Netherlands. People stuck to the rules a lot better in Spain than in the Netherlands because they were like, oh, let's do this small thing and then we'll see what happens. So every time it got worse and worse and worse because they took like small precautions instead of like one big one that everyone had to stick to in the beginning.
Okay, I'm Ana Garcia Moreno. I'm in Granada now, and I'm studying in University of Granada, Spain. I think the government has been a little coward sometimes because pubs, bars, restaurants that are being open now. The university is closed since October now, at least mine. So I'm not completely happy or with their decisions. In other stuff, maybe they do it very well sometimes, but not with education.
My name is Aruzhan Vikwasinova, and I live in Kazakhstan. I'm from Kazakhstan, Almaty, and my university is Narhoz University. I'm a third-year student. The Kazakhstani government, it was so slow. First, their first mistake was about the borders. They didn't close the borders right at the time when they had to do it. I don't know why, because if you look in the map, we have borders with China, so it's like it was obvious that we had to do it. Our government is kind of tricky. They say that there are only maybe 3,000 deaths. I don't know how much, really. I didn't look for it. And they say that it is this number, but actually the real situation was very bad. In each city, there were like thousands of dead people.
My name is James Chung. I study Spanish. I am a Spanish major, minoring in translation and music. I go to UC Santa Barbara in California, or University of California, Santa Barbara. California's not doing so great. Not really proud, like compared to other countries in the world. It's just like very disappointing and kind of embarrassing.
My name is Hannah Dusek. I am a sophomore double majoring in wildlife bio and dance at University of Montana in Missoula, Montana. As far as the entire world and the government, it was just a bit confusing. I feel like they didn't tell us enough of what we needed to know. Over time, I think it's kind of just turned into like a popular, non-popular thing, like what people are doing versus like what your friends are doing, how your friends are acting is kind of how like I feel like people are ruling their lives right now. In the aspect of COVID, like if your friends wear masks inside with you in your apartment, then you will too, but if they don't, then you're like, oh, it's fine.
My name is Brianna Ball. I'm studying wildlife biology at the University of Montana. I feel like the US government was slower to take action on it. They cared more about our economy than like personal health. And while in New Zealand, they were quicker to take action on it. They seemed to care more about people themselves and their health and their well-being, which led to like a quicker decline of the overall pandemic. I missed out on an internship that you're supposed to do with the wildlife program here. So they canceled and waived all requirements for graduating seniors for internships, which are a really big, vital part of getting a job in my field. So I feel like I missed out of a big portion of that. And also just a lot of my senior year is meant to be outdoor field trips and labs, getting on hands-on experience. We're now more limited doing that. We have to do them in smaller groups and distanced and wearing our masks and everything. So it's a lot harder to get those together. Yeah. I'm worried that I'm not going to have all the like requirements or things they look for applicants in the future.
The main problem that I'm missing, from the previous education regime, it is the student events. We used to do it a lot, like the debate tournaments, all the student gatherings, student parties. I miss about the student life, not about the education, because quality of education stayed the same pretty much.
We are losing, first of all, the relationship with the teacher. For me, it's very important, the direct contact, to talk to them, for example, I'm doing now my final grade work. I don't know how to say this in English, but I'm emailing with him, with my teacher all the time. And I feel that I need more contact than in classes. It's not the same that you're there to ask some doubts or questions, to have the PowerPoint on your computer, like 4 hours or 6, depends, per day. You got distracted very easy. Yeah, I sometimes silence the the class and go to another thing, because it's very easy. You're at home, you're not there, even you're on your pajama, you're not focused. For me, it's complicated, because I like to have my routine, to go to school, go here, eat, have a nap, and then go to train, and with this, it's like all my days are the same.
I have to take all my classes online and stuff, which can be problematic because you kind of like, you don't get the rhythm that you want. Like, you want to go to your school and you want to sit in a class or like a presentation room. Now when you sit in your room and you can pretty much just wake up and open your laptop in your bed and have the presentation playing. You don't really pay attention the same way as you would do if you went to the university.
My school is different because it's online. So that's definitely different. I think that the hands-on experiences that got cut short last summer are definitely something that I'm missing out on. But I think this summer is different because they were able to plan ahead and figure out what to do this time. Like before, dance was completely canceled. We didn't dance for a long time because online it was just weird. And then this past year for school, we've actually gone into wearing masks and stuff, and now it feels a little bit more normal, even though it's still not the same. But being able to recognize that, I think, has made it feel more normal now.
We were divided into groups, A and B. So the group A, we went to class Monday and Wednesday, and the other group going on Tuesday and Thursday. The other days we have like online classes at the same time that the other group is in the class. The school itself were almost empty. I felt very, very safe. That's why I didn't understand why they closed that.
But yeah, I'm definitely missing out on the element as well. I mean, I love going to lectures, just sitting next to friends, like making these jokes in between or getting some coffee, talk about stuff. And you're just missing all of that, because it's like, I think the lectures right now are very like to the point, there's not a lot of room to just chat about random things that you usually do talk about. So I definitely miss that like personal element to lectures or seminars. I'd say it's harder to stay focused, especially because like your computer just offers like so many options, like in between. It's like a quick check on, I don't know, this news website when you're listening, or just WhatsApp in the background. And then like at my home, so everybody works from home. Well, my dad and my sister as well. So my dad is on the phone all day. So he's up on the first floor, and the three of us are downstairs. So my sister is doing classes as well. So am I. So we're just like doing like, I have to talk right now.
When you've been isolated for such a long time, you don't really think of like what life is like beyond like the current moment. So like I never really think about like, or like expect or have any like longing for the future and what's going to happen. because like you're so used to the life of just like staying at home and like seeing the same faces every day.
I'm more conscious now of my mental health because we spend more time alone. We are passing through a time that it's difficult, that we are nervous, we don't know what's going to happen. So yeah, I'm trying to be more conscious to talk to myself, to say, hey Anna, be calm, everything's going to be okay, don't panic, but it's true that it's mostly the beginning of the pandemic. I cried. Yeah, I remember to cry with my girlfriend, to say, I don't know what's going to happen. This is my last year here, or my last year of studies here, and my life that I like to plan, suddenly it's gone.
I've definitely seen a change in my mental health. Just as it went on, I felt more and more isolated from people and less hopeful, less motivated to do things that I normally would be motivated to do.
I'm a pretty, stable person in terms of the psychological things, and yeah, it wasn't that hard, but the uncertainty of the future was kind of exhausting. When I was again exchange student, and you were all gone, you already were in your own country, and I felt like I don't have any friends actually.
Doesn't only break it off with like my friends and all, but it breaks me off from my family as well. So that kind of sucks.
I think it's definitely affected relationships in a way that's like knowing who's actually there for you.
I think I have lost several friends. Like, I can't see you, you don't worry about me, and you don't write me, or I don't write you, and we have now completely different lives because of COVID. Like, I saw you before, I saw you every day in class, and then I can't see you, so our relationship is lost.
I'm sure there are definitely like resources from UCSB, but I don't think I've used any of them because like, yeah, I kind of like blocked things out and just like focused on like just schoolwork. So, yeah. Well, I've been to like TAs or like professors' office hours more than before, which is like a big change for me.
So my university is offering some free meetings with psychologists, but actually I know a lot of people who do it because because of the studies, the study got harder because of the pandemic.
I should be more aware of this, or I'm not sure if I know enough to answer this question, but I remember like some updates from uni just dropping in saying like, okay, so if it's hard, you can talk to your study advisor or your mentor-ish person, or here are these 10 tips to stay like healthy. So you just look at your screen for a maximum of 30 minutes and then you just go for a little walk or do a little something. But then like I find it funny that they send these things, but then we have like 3-hour lectures online.
Yeah, I've noticed this, like the University of Montana putting out more like group grief sessions about the pandemic and stuff like that. And I did attend one and I didn't find it very helpful, honestly.
Yeah.
As far as like personal, like mental health and therapy and all that sort of stuff, like I don't think is a very readily available thing at our campus. And I don't think they made it any more available because of the pandemic.
There is no mental health care here, no in Spain, no in my university. Well, in my university there is a service, mental health, but it's like saturated all the time. Maybe if your appointment is 1 month more or something like that, but there is no mental health care that you can get easily. No.
I started going to a psychologist a few months ago, and she's been helping me with a lot, but it's never been related to COVID, but I guess some of the things that has happened is due to the COVID, but it does help me a lot, and I do get to like meet her, and I see her every other Friday, so.
I definitely wish there was a way for us to have better been able to dance together, more so than just like talking on Zoom. That would have been super nice because dance is definitely an outlet for me emotionally. But just generally, I feel like it would have been really cool to be able to find like a better way for the school to bring our classes together and less like online, here's the material and then leave. Like there was no communication between anyone and the students, and I feel like I lacked the ability to meet new people in both of my majors.
I wish they advertised it or made it more accessible to like get help, because it's really not that easy. Like if you want to go and if you want help, you need to put in a lot of effort to like find how you get help. And I used to wish it was an easier system to get help.
Even if there wasn't pandemic, it was too much.
Yeah.
And now it is pandemic, and every teacher wants to get more assignments than before, and it is kind of exhausting. And I would want our teachers to be more friendly with students and don't give so much of homework. Yeah, it kind of affected our life as well. We kind of workaholics right now.
More like mental health resources for sure, especially as it went on, and also financial resources. I don't feel like our school, did enough financially to support the students.
The thing I'm struggling with most is having to look at a screen. So all the options that are out there are like this extra Zoom session on, I don't know, how to meditate or something, but it's on your screen. So I just didn't take it out because I felt like that's the problem. I don't want to look at my screen all day, so I'm just gonna not do it.
I would tell them that this is going to be a while. You're going to be in quarantine for more than a year, and that's going to be okay because you're going to grow. You are going to, your family and friends are still going to love you. Just don't give up on yourself. That sounds cheesy, but it's true.